Gentlemen, let's go racing here for 8 laps. Down on the inside, Skip Jackson, Leonard Lee into turn 1. Max Dumsney up on the high side, and the bike coming off going to the 7 car of Kevin Doty. Here comes Max Dumsney. Dumsney sending it up on the top side. He's on a roll on his way to the front. Max Dumsney moves out around the 16 car of Leonard Lee into the lead. Doty and Skip Jackson. The 47 car of Ricky Logan and the 51J of Ryan Jamison, your final transfer. Skip Jackson moving down on the low side of the 7 car of Kevin Doty. The fight goes on down the back chute. Leonard Lee still holding on to second. Logan in 5th. Jamison with the final transfer spot. Max Dumsney still holding the advantage. The battle now between the 7 and the 47 as they move into turn 3 and 4. Logan and Doty. Skip Jackson trying to move in on the 16 car of Leonard Lee. It's Skip Jackson diving down to the low side. Dumsney lengthening his advantage. The top 6 cars will transfer to the A main event. Jackson still working on the 16 car of Lee. White flag for the 55 car of Max Dumsney. Lee, Jackson, Doty. Here comes the leader, the 55 car, Max Dumsney.
Yellow lights off. Doug Clark, Sioux Falls, South Dakota on the flags. Richard Jr. and Murphy up front. We got the white line on turn 4. When they get there shortly thereafter, the green will fly. Second 410 event is underway. And your race, Jerry Richard Jr., Peter Murphy second, Wolfgang is third, Antel in the 59 running 4th. 5th is McCarl, Jerry Richard Jr., that red 3B out in front. The one of Murphy is second. And Antel, the 59, goes up in smoke as he heads into that first turn. And the yellow light coming on. We're back green, and that's still Jerry Richard Jr., Peter Murphy. Murphy trying to make a move on Richard. Wolfgang running 3rd. McCarl up into that number 4 spot now in the 27. Running 5th is John Hall in the 7/8. 6th is Rick Haas in that final transfer. Wolfgang trying to make a move on Murphy in turn 1, 3 and 4. Wolfgang on the inside. It's Wolfgang and Murphy, the 45 and a 1. A little wheel slide, and he backs back into 3rd. Murphy in the 1 car running 2nd. Your leader out of Forest Lake, Minnesota, Jerry Richard Jr. in that 3B. Now McCarl on the inside of Wolfgang. McCarl taking over that number 3 spot. It's the 3B, the 1, the 27, the 45, 7H, and the 9Z. Your top 6 cars looking to transfer. Mike Houseman off the throttle, heads to the pit area. It's the 3B, the 1, the 27 of McCarl. Now closing in on Murphy in turn 1. It's the 1 and the 27 having a battle for that number 2 spot. The 3B, Richard Jr. is your leader, but here comes McCarl on the inside. Turn 4, it's McCarl and Murphy. Side by side into turn 1, McCarl slips up in front and takes over the number 2 spot. Murphy running 3rd, Wolfgang is 4th. White flag for Jerry Richard Jr. in the red 3B. Now Haas off the throttle, and that puts Mike Remke into that transfer spot. Checkered flag, 1 in the second heat. The 3B, Jerry Richard Jr.
Child general admission, 334, 17, and 109. Come up and see Uncle Don. Top 6, 8 laps. Moving to the white line, Dennis Moore Jr. and Bob Weave. Dennis Moore Jr., Bob Weave up on the outside, the 0 car of Randy Smith. The 5 car of Lasowski follows him through. Wallraven in 4th. Dennis Moore Jr. and Bob White running 1-2. Bob White on the inside. Randy Smith moving up on the outside of Dennis Moore Jr. down the back chute. And Lasowski around Wallraven. Randy Smith taking a long look. Bob White, Randy Smith, Dennis Moore Jr., Danny Lasowski, Wallraven, and Jamie Moyle. Currently your top 6 competitors. Lasowski into 3rd. Randy Smith moves into 1st. Had to work hard to get around Bob White. Randy Smith. It's still Randy Smith, Bob White, Lasowski, Dennis Moore Jr., and Jamie Moyle. Wallraven still holding on to the final transfer. Five laps down, 3 to go. The 0 car, Randy Smith, still your leader. Moyle working on the outside of Dennis Moore Jr. Randy Smith looking for the white flag. Let's bring him around and off turn 4, the 0.
Don Drow Jr., Chris Walraven in that front row. We're green. Walraven takes the lead. Drow Jr. on the inside, and I'm unable to make the challenge. Here comes Delansky on the inside. You race for second. Delansky working on Drow Jr., the 1K and the 10. 1K of Delansky takes over second. Chris Walraven and the 56 out in front. Then it's Delansky, Drow Jr., and Danny Smith. We're taking 2 to the A main. Smith on the inside of Drow moves into third. Now Fran Brunn smoking off that left bank. Antill got his problem fixed. He's back out, running 7th. Your leader's Walraven. Danny Smith now closing in on Delansky for that number 2 spot. The 1K running second. The 12X is third. Walraven starting to stretch it out over that second place Delansky. Delansky bobbles in turn 4. And Smith right there to take the advantage and moves into second. It's the 56, the 12X, the 1K, the 10, and the 92. Taylor Well now closing in on Drow Jr. for that number 4 spot. But we will only take, and Well moves into 4th, but we're only taking 2 to the tail of the A main. We're halfway. It's Walraven, Danny Smith, and Delansky. Walraven now closing in on the lap traffic. Walraven, one of the drivers doing double duty. He's also going to run the 360 class as well, the national championship race. He'll be running the B main of that event as well. He's out in front of this one into that first turn, that gold 56. Running second, the 12X of Danny Smith. Third, the red 1K down the back chute is Craig Delansky. Running fourth, the 92, Taylor Well. Now your race is for the lead. Here comes Danny Smith, turn 4. It's Walraven and Smith as they try and get by the lap car of the 8L. They get by her. It'll be the white flag this time down. Here comes Smith trying to close in on Walraven. One more time around. And Delansky gets over the front end of Lisa French, trying to get by her. Down the front chute, that takes him out. He was running third at the time. He heads into the infield, so does Lisa French. Checkered flag for the 56.